You are listening to KMUZ Turner on 88.5 FM, your Mid-Willamette Valley community radio station, streaming online at kmuz.org and on your smartphone or tablet via the free TuneIn Radio application. Happy Saturday, Willamette Valley. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully you're feeling positive on this beautiful December Saturday. You are joining us here on Contemporary Healthcare. Contemporary Healthcare is a show focusing on bringing you the latest in research on a variety of healthcare topics affecting Oregonians, Americans, and global citizens alike. Please send any comments on this show or suggestions for future shows to joiningscienceandmedicine@gmail.com. And don't forget to like us on our Facebook page at Contemporary Healthcare on KMUZ as well. So if you haven't joined us before, I am one of your hosts. My name is Kelly Ann, and I am a registered nurse and nursing instructor with a background in nursing education, adult acute care, and oncology, just to name a few. And also joining me in the studio is my partner in crime, as usual, Alan.
Good afternoon, Kelly Ann.
Good afternoon.
It is a great afternoon.
Yeah.
My name is Alan, and I have a background in emergency medicine as a technician in the ER many years ago, pharmaceutical sales for 25 years, and now in medical diagnostics.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Willamette Valley and the nation and the world, thanks again for joining us here on Contemporary Healthcare. And now it's time to introduce our guests and get into our topic for today, safety and elders in isolation. So we are joined today by Judy and Lee. So first I'm going to introduce Judy, and I'm going to have her just say who she is and why she's here today. Hi, Judy.
Hi, Kelly Ann. Nice to be here.
Good. Thank you for joining us. So you are here because you have concerns and you want to talk about especially elders, but I think anybody who has safety issues, especially in the bathroom, which can be a very unsafe area, right?
Yes, exactly. According to the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission, nearly 1 million people over the age of 65 are treated in hospital emergency rooms for injuries associated with the products that they live with and use every day.
Yeah.
And the death rate from accidental injuries in the home is approximately 3 times greater for older people than the younger population. And a lot of those are just slips and falls in the bathtub. We put a lot of safety bars and handles, in the tub to help with the stability issue there. But the bath mat itself is something that has been a great concern. I know for my husband and I, and for my son-in-law who slipped using a plastic bath mat and re-injured a badly injured back.
Yeah.
So my husband and I, were thinking, how can we make that bathtub a safer place for us to stand and take a shower and get in and out with our age issues? We're in our 70s. At that age, arthritis, sore feet, sore hands, and whatnot are issues for all of us. So he is a person who is out, and around quite a bit, and became aware of this rubber product that was being used for another purpose. And he says, "Oh, that looks wonderful. I wonder whether it would work in a shower.
Ah, very good idea.
How stable would that would be?" So, being my husband, he's an inventor and
Entrepreneur.
correct. he got a prototype piece of this rubber, and we put it in our bathtub to see how effective it would be. And we've been using it for over a year.
Mm-hmm.
And we have had absolutely no slippage problems. When I go to clean the tub and lift up that mat to clean, the tub is cleaner under the mat than the rest of the tub is.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah. See, I know that, your traditional bath mats with the little suction cups, you pull those up to clean them when you think about it, maybe once every 6 months, and they're so nasty, just covered
Would you like
in
to take
slime.
a swab of that?
Yep.
Take a culture of that stuff
Right?
there.
Well, that's exactly the issue. They advertise these plastic mats or synthetic mats do not mold or mildew.
Mm-hmm.
And technically they are correct.
Sure.
But those suction cups trap all the dirt,
Yeah.
the skin cells that you slough off as you're bathing,
It's disgusting.
and are trapped under that mat by
Uh-huh.
those suction cups. That is where the mold and mildew comes in. And it darkens that mat, it makes it yucky, and your tub gets yucky. You're down there with a heavy scrub brush trying to get that clean,
Mm-hmm.
and they recommend, well, you need to pull that mat up and rinse it off every time after you use it so it dries out.
Yeah.
How many of us do that?
Not me.
Yeah. very few people do. And when you do take it up and let it dry, what do you need to do next? You need to get down on your hands and knees, put that mat back in the tub, make sure every one of those suction cups are securely attached before you get in there and use it.
And that's difficult for an older person.
It is, especially, with me. My fingers are very, very tender.
Sure.
And I cannot get down there and make sure those 100 suction cups are firmly attached every time I want to use that shower.
Definitely.
And another thing, they say, well, you can pull it up and put it in the wash machine with a couple of towels. Or you can put it in the tub, fill the tub up with a couple inches of water and put a cup of bleach in there.
Oh my goodness.
And then take a scrub brush and scrub the back of that mat.
Uh-huh. That's
Well-
rather an activity. That's
Yes,
exercise.
yes. Well, how many of us pull that mat up? Not very many of us.
Right.
How many of us replace that mat probably every 6 to 8 weeks because of the mold and mildew issues?
Mm-hmm. It can get expensive.
Yes. Well, we decided to go a different route.
Uh-huh.
We have developed a new bath mat. It's black with white speckles. Number one, you can see it in the bathtub.
Ah, good point.
Any wrinkles or whatever. But that bath mat is there, is stable. You can see it when you get in the bathtub.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of us wear glasses. We take those off when we get in the shower.
Ah, good
Our
point.
vision is impaired when we get in the shower.
Yeah.
We can see that bath mat. Number two, there's no suction cups. So what keeps it in the bathtub? It's the weight and the shape. The bath mat weighs just over 5.5 pounds
Hmm.
and is a 1/4 inch thick, and the weight and the size of the mat keeps it stable. And another issue, all those plastic mats are rough and bumpy, and they all have those, some of them have those little hair
Yeah.
things, to tickle the bottom of the feet.
Right. You can't sit on those.
No.
It's painful on your rear end.
And if you have neuropathy in your feet, and
Uh-huh.
diabetics have, neuropathy in their feet, or just tender feet like my husband has,
Sure.
those bath mats are very uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
This
sounds,
one,
sounds like you're putting a new spin on something that has been needed out there for a very long time.
I agree. And
Yeah.
this is something that I think people don't really think about unless they're getting in the shower or getting in the bath, and it's just a fleeting thought at
And I
best.
do like the idea about the weight factor, keeping it down, the usability to clean. As you were mentioning beforehand, the statistics are showing where the accidents happen.
Right.
And sometimes the best ideas are just a little tweak, if you will, on something that is existing out there. And that's exactly what you did, is you put the tweak in the right area. And
Definitely.
you solved several problems with this product. So I commend you.
If one were doing a commercial on it, I could see an ad saying a mat that matters.
Oh, very good, very good.
So we are joined by the voice of Lee, who I could
Indeed.
tell was just dying to put his 2 cents in as well. And Lee is also an expert in elder safety, and he's going to talk to us about elders in isolation in a moment here. But go ahead, Judy, and enlighten us about this mat some more.
Okay, a little bit more information about the mat. It is made of rubber. It is black with white specks, so it's easily seen in the tub. And it's made here in Oregon. It's a U.S. product.
We love that.
And it's made of 99.9% recycled rubber from a business that is local. They have been in business for decades. They are well known throughout the nation and international with their sales of other rubber products. So this is not just a fly-by-night type thing. It's been around, the type of rubber has been around for many years.
Is there a website that you might be able to focus them in on in order to get more information on that?
Yes, we are in the process of developing our website, and hopefully it will be up and functioning this next week. It is www.besteverbathmat.com.
Yeah, so everybody can check it out on that website, and I will also post that on our Contemporary Healthcare Facebook as well.
And I just wanted to mention the ease of cleaning this mat. We don't have a mold or mildew issue. When you get ready to clean your tub, you just scrub the mat lightly with soap and water and rinse it under the faucet, flip it over, do the other side, and put it back in the tub.
Very good.
So,
So you can use both sides of the mat, right?
both sides of the mat is totally reversible.
Fantastic.
And again, no mold or mildew, no discoloration. It doesn't peel, it doesn't fall apart. The white specks are integrated into the rubber, so the white specks stay there. And you can see that mat.
I don't think that this is really only restrictive to the elderly.
No, I
I
agree.
think that this is a family thing, especially with young children.
Children, right.
And when you're bathing, children like 5 years old, you're putting them into the shower together, tub, whatever the case may be. I just feel that overall, this is a safety product and not necessarily an elderly product. And I know that I'm going to be looking into it. But definitely, you covered some really strong points on that.
I agree. So we're coming up on 10 minutes left in the show. So I want to bring the mic back to Judy and just let us know what you have to say that's important that you want our audience to know.
Well, mainly in regards to this little venture that my husband and I are starting, with this best ever bath mat, to increase the safety in the home. Hopefully it will give seniors and visually impaired people a feeling of more security when they get in and out of that tub, knowing that that mat is going to stay put. My husband has had a few instances of slipping when he was getting out of the tub, and my son-in-law is much younger than what we are, but he is physically impaired, and when he falls and re-injures a back that cannot be repaired, it's a major issue.
Yeah.
And it's something that people need to be aware of, that there is now a product out there that can make you more secure. Of course, nothing is going to be 100% sure and safe, but this is a better product out there, and it will give you more security. They'll be more comfortable to your feet. When you sit on it, it's comfortable. It's not scratchy, not bumpy, or anything like that. And it cleans so easily right there in the tub. And one of the great things is it's an organ economy.
I think that's one of the favorite parts. People love to buy local products as well.
You're putting people to work here in Oregon.
Yeah.
It's my husband, myself, and my son who are starting this business, and it will eventually be our son's business to carry on, when we are no longer able to do it. But again, it's an Oregon product. That product has been out, in the world for many, many years. So it's a well-tested a product. We're just repurposing it for our use, and hopefully, others will find, that it suits their purpose too, and that they're more comfortable in the tub and safer.
Absolutely. So check that out either on our Facebook page or go to the website, which is www.besteverbathmat.com. Or you could also give them a call at 503-743-2002. So thank you to Judy for bringing that to our attention and knowledge.
Keep checking for the website. It should be active hopefully sometime this week. We have a wonderful webmaster that's working on it with us, but she's, has other things to do too.
Sure.
Like we all do. And she's trying her darndest to get it up and going for us as soon as possible.
Absolutely.
But we're reachable by telephone also.
Absolutely. Might be a good thought for the holidays for those of you who might know somebody who could use a little extra safety in their lives. So, take away, Alan.
This has been an action-powered show, and I've enjoyed it ever from our, weird health care and what adrenaline can do to people, to bath mats and safety factors, and to Lee explaining that, there are solutions to some of our issues that we face here. So I just encourage everyone to keep an open mind, and the answers to some of our problems sometimes are really staring us in the face. And we just simply have to recognize that when you see an elderly person, that doesn't mean they're out of mind.
Right.
That means that you take that stereotype away.
Absolutely. And this is 88.5 KMUZ Turner, your Mid-Willamette Valley community radio station, and streaming on kmuz.org. And thank you for joining us.